Very good evening to everyone and welcome to all the participants and our today's speaker, CA Jatin Tagra sir and moderator, CA Nitin sir, to one another series of at 100, reskilling, upskilling and new skilling. At its series 50, 55, our today's topic is Be a Vibe Creator, a positive presence wherever you go. With this, I'm handing over this session to our moderator, CA Nitin sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Very warm welcome to all of you joining us today's session of the Run 800 webinar series, an initiative by ICAI Board of Studies Operation to celebrate excellence, ignite insight, and empower the next generation of finance professionals. Our chairman of Board of Studies Operation, Mr. CA Dr. Rohit Ruatia ji, is an iconic Central Council member and currently serving as a chairman of Board of Studies Operations. Renowned for his visionary leadership, he holds the distinction of being one of the youngest ever managing committee member, regional council member, and central council member in ICI history. He has contributed for major activities of inclusion of ICI's name in Guinness World Record for the largest career counseling session, lead impactful program like Practice Ki Pathshala and residential training for new COP holders. As chairman, he continues to shape policy and method of practice for CA profession and aspiring students respectively. Dedicated to student empowerment, he is committed to modernizing CA education through digital platform, innovative learning methods, and industry-related training, making him a key force in redefining the future of CA professions. We also introduce our Vice Chairman, Board of Studies Operation, CA Sanjeev Sanghi ji. CA Sanjeev Sanghi, a seasoned chartered accountant with over 26 years of experience, currently serving as a Vice Chairman of Board of Studies Operations, ICI. As Central Council member, he is widely respected for his leadership in digital transformation, capacity building, and professional development. As a capable chartered accountant, he lead impactful initiatives like Udan and Voice of Diamonds. He has actively contributed to various ICI committees and held key position in professional and social organizations. Known for his visionary approach, he is committed to empowering young professionals, enhancing auditor ethics, and strengthening ICI's global presence through innovative and inclusive growth. Today's session is an exciting one and truly essential skill in modern financial world. Topic: be a why, creating a positive presence wherever you go. To lead us into this artful territory, we are privileged to have with us a distinguished speaker, CA Jatin Tagraji. He is a qualified chartered accountant with strong expertise in finance, taxation, business advisory. He brings with him diverse professional experience, combining technical knowledge with practical insight to guide individual and organization in making informed financial decisions. Alongside his professional practice, he is also actively engaged in monitoring and contributing to capacity building in initiative for aspiring chartered accountants. Let's give a warm welcome to CA Jatin Tagda ji. Jatin sir, now hand it over to you.
Thank you, Nitinji. Thank you, Nitinji, for such a warm welcome. I'll start with my PPT sharing. Nitinji, is it visible?
Yes, sir, it's visible now.
Thank you, Nitinji. नमस्कार सबसे पहले सबको। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक द इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट ऑफ इंडिया and especially board of studies operation so that like for giving me opportunity to become speaker at run at the rate 100 series। मैं अपने सभी डिग्नेटरीज का भी सम्मान के साथ याद करूंगा। सीए चरणजोत सिंह नंदा जी, हमारे प्रेसिडेंट आईसीआई इन एब्सेंशिया। हमारे वाइस प्रेसिडेंट साहब सीए प्रसन्ना कुमार डी जी इन एब्सेंशिया। हमारे चेयरमैन बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज ऑपरेशन सीए रोहित रोहितिया जी, द यंगेस्ट सेंट्रल काउंसिल मेंबर इन एब्सेंशिया। और वाइस चेयरमैन बोर्ड ऑफ स्टडीज ऑपरेशन सीए संजीव सांगी जी। और आज के सेशन के मॉडरेटर नितिन जलान जी। आप सभी की प्रेजेंस इस प्लेटफॉर्म को और भी मीनिंगफुल बनाती है। दोस्तों, आज का जो टॉपिक है बी ए वाई, क्रिएटिंग ए पॉजिटिव प्रेजेंस वेर एवर यू गो, ये सिर्फ एक मोटिवेशनल सब्जेक्ट नहीं है, बल्कि एक जीवन की कला है। हम सब सीए प्रोफेशन में जानते हैं कि टेक्निकल नॉलेज और सब्जेक्ट एक्सपर्टीज तो हर किसी के पास है, लेकिन जो चीज इंसान को खुद से अलग बनाती है वो है उसकी वाइब, उसकी प्रेजेंस और वो एनर्जी जो वो अपने आसपास के लोगों को देते हैं। सोचो, आप एक रूम में हो, एंटर करते हैं और बिना कुछ बोले ही एनवायरनमेंट चेंज हो जाता है। कभी भी इंसान को, मतलब आपने किसी इंसान को देखा होगा, बस अपनी एक स्माइल से या अपनी कामनेस से सबको इंस्पायर कर देते हैं। यही वाइब है जो हर एक इंसान में पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव हर एक तरीके से आपको देखने के लिए मिलेगी। तो आज हम देखेंगे, आज जैसे कि वेदों में लिखा हुआ है, तो आज हम अब देखेंगे कि कैसे हमारे वेद, चाणक्य नीति और भागवत गीता हमें ये सब सिखाते हैं कि अपनी प्रेजेंस को कैसे पॉजिटिव और इम्पैक्टफुल बनाया जाए, ताकि जहां भी हम जाएं एक पॉजिटिव लेगेसी छोड़ के आए। इस सेशन को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए मैंने चार पार्ट्स के अंदर अपने इस सेशन को आगे बांटा है, जिसकी मैंने पीपीटी भी आपको प्रेजेंट करी है। तो पार्ट बाय पार्ट हम आगे बढ़ेंगे, और अगर किसी के क्वेश्चन आंसर आते हैं कुछ पार्ट से रिलेटेड तो नितिन जी को आप शेयर करेंगे, एंड उस पार्ट के एंडिंग पर हम उस वाले क्वेश्चन आंसर जो मैं दे सकूंगा, बिकॉज ज्ञान एक ऐसी चीज है जो बहुत ही अनलिमिटेड सोर्स है। तो वो अगर मेरे नॉलेज और मेरी विजडम के अंदर हुआ तो मैं उसका आंसर देने की आपको 100% कोशिश करके यहाँ पर चलूंगा। तो अब हम चार पार्ट्स में हमने पूरे सेशन को डिवाइड करा है। मैंने हिंदू मैथोलॉजी, जो हमारा सनातन से रिलेटेड कंटेंट है, उसे स्टडी करा। वेद उठाए, चाणक्य नीति उठाई, हमारी भागवत गीता उठाई, और उन सबको मिला के मैंने आज के सेशन को लॉजिकली आगे बढ़ाने का फैसला करा। तो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं हमारे फर्स्ट पार्ट से, जिसमें हमने बोला है वैदिक विजडम। अगर मैं वैदिक विजडम की बात करता हूं तो चलिए मैं आपको एक कहानी सुनाता हूं। तो सेशन कुछ ऐसा रहेगा कि हम कहानी से शुरुआत करेंगे, देन विल लिंक इट टू आवर प्रोफेशन, एंड देन आई ऑल्सो आस्क यू सम क्वेश्चन। और अगर आपको उसका जवाब आप देते हैं तो ये सेशन इंटरेक्टिव हो जाएगा और हमें आगे बढ़ने में और ज्यादा मजा आएगा, राइट। तो अब हम शुरुआत कर रहे हैं पार्ट 1 से। तो चलिए मैं आपको एक कहानी सुनाऊंगा जो हमारे वैदिक थॉट को परफेक्टली इलस्ट्रेट करती है कि एनर्जी और वाइब कितनी कंटेजियस होती है, राइट। तो अब कहानी जो है वो एक ऋषि जी की है और एक गांव के राजा की है। तो एक समय था, एक छोटा सा गांव था जिसमें एक राजा रहते थे। राजा बहुत गुस्से वाला था, बहुत अभिमानी था, बहुत चिड़ा चिड़ा रहता था। तो उसकी वजह से जो उसकी एनर्जी थी बहुत ज्यादा नेगेटिव हो गई। मतलब आप ये मानिए, किसी से ढंग से बात ना करना, जो भी कोई काम लेके आता है उसके अंदर उसकी कमियां निकाल देना, प्रजा के साथ ढंग से बात ना करना, प्रॉब्लम्स को सही से आइडेंटिफाई ना करना। तो ये इस तरीके से पूरा महल और पूरी प्रजा उससे डर में थी और उसे बहुत ही ज्यादा साथ में परेशान थी और हमेशा डर का माहौल बना रहता था। तो फिर
Sir,
यस मैम।
sorry to interrupt you in between, sir. So I would request if we can take the session in English because we have students from the South region as well. So the request is coming from there.
Not an issue, ma'am. Not an issue. I
Thank you
was
so much.
thinking I can speak in English. Okay, that's not an
I
issue.
understand. I understand. Thank you so much.
Got it, got it. So again, I'll start with my part one. So in that part one, the part one is Vedic wisdom, right? So in Vedic wisdom, there is a term energy, and as per our Vedas, energy is contagious. Energy is something which we can store, we can distribute amongst other. So again, with this line, so I'll start this part with a story and a correlation it with our profession, and then I'll ask you some questions, and that after that question answering, then we'll go to the conclusion, right? And again, I am just transforming my complete presentation into English. I want more participation, right? So again, start with the story. So it is about a story of a saint and a king of a village, or you can say a simply king. So in that time, the king from that small kingdom was always stay in angry mood and always what I can say, always put negative energy into every work. So just because of his behavior, his negative nature, so all his kingdom and his palace administration are always stays in negative. So what happened? One day, his minister came to the king and he said, "One saint has been entered in our territory." So, so king was like surprised. So he was again happy little bit. He just want to meet that saint. Then his minister told him that this saint is very positive and he also got some kind of power. Whomsoever meets him become also very satisfied, very cool and calm in their behavior. Then the king was like bit like confused, like how a saint can like convert, or you can say take all the pressure of a big king. So he decided, let's see like what that saint can do for us, right? So he decided to meet that saint. So his minister and king himself went to the ashram. Oh, sorry. Initially, he sent his minister to call the saint to his uh, uh, in his ministry so that he can talk to him. Then the saint denied. He said, "I cannot go outside my ashram. Ask the king to come to this place. If he is not satisfied, then I'll come to the palace of the king." So king again become bit anxious how a small saint can deny to him. But the things that have been taught by for the saint makes him like compelled him to visit his ashram. Then king go went to the ashram of the saint. Then he saw the environment. It was very cool, calm. There was like the birds was there and trees and every greenery was there. And there was one saint sitting in that natural habitat meditating. Then king saw the saint, and again the saint again saw him. Once the king reached there, he started feeling calmness, and there was not a single line of conversation between them. Then Saint asked, then asked to the saint, Guruvar, like there is no single line has been like conversation happened between us, but I'm feeling peaceful here. How this is happening uh, in this area? Then Saint replied, he said, I do have positive energy in myself. I stay calm in each and every situation. I am living in a natural habitat which is like full of positive energy. So, without saying a single word, I transmitted my energy, which is cool and calmness. So, King was very much impressed with these words of the saint, and he himself realized, I am into big worry. I am thinking meaninglessly, and again with this meaningless behavior, again this is transferring to my kingdom and to my people. So again, a very good thing again written in the Vedas. Yatha drashti tatha shrishti. Whatever you are saying, whatever you are watching, you can say, you are watching the word in the negative sense, you'll get the negative vibe. If you are watching the word with a positive side, you'll get the positivity out of it. So again, it is you who uh, whose behavior, who calmness, whose energy is positive, will also get the positive outcome out of it. Now we have to relate all this story with ourselves. See, I'll take it this thing as an example. You have to assume. Now again, this session will give you a gooder, or okay, you can say a better impact if you start visualizing thing. Whatever I'm saying, just start visualizing. So again, this example related to us. So now let's relate this story with our profession. Now think you are sitting in the audit room, and like you are the part of any audit team, and your team leader came to the room with great tension, and again he started shouting on everyone. Now you are already in like working, and again your boss or whatever the person came to the room and started shouting on you. So this create a negative kind of environment around us. What will be the result of these kind of activity? Your error rate will get increased and your productivity will get decreased. Like you won't be able to think positively because the person who is leading you, compelling you to live in the negative environment. So again, if your leader is quiet, composed, and talking to the staff in the polite manner, right? Then your confidence will get doubled. You will be able to meet your deadlines very efficiently. And you will also going to enjoy the work, right? Because this is the power of energy. And again, you are taking that energy. If your boss or the teammate is behaving negatively, if you're continuously saying that you won't be able to do this, you won't be able to do this. So again, this is true, you won't be able to do this. But again, if your leader, if your teammate is suggesting that this thing we can do it, so again, this will go smoothly and you will be able to do it very, very calmly. And again, see, our student is also watching this. I just saw a video of the new sensation in the cricket. His name is Sharma. I'm not able to recall his full name. The opening batsman that has been trained by Yuvraj Singh. His name is Sam Sharma. So again, he is giving interview some person. So he was telling the story. He was invited by Shikhar Dhawan to his place, and Shikhar Dhawan asked him to think positive and write every positive thing in a diary. So this is again called manifestation. So he write it all the thing. He write it down that one day I'm going to play for the India and I'll become the star in the winning of India. And again, you can witness the last Asia Cup series where Mr. Sharma like gave the outstanding performance, and you can see the result. Today we are the winner of the Asia Cup, right? So again, let's get back to the topic. So again, now third part comes into the picture. In this part, I'm going to ask two or three questions, right? And again, this is related to our previous example. Now let us think a little kind of like uh, a manifestation thing. Like think you have to remind, you have to remember, you have to recall one person to whom you want whenever you meet that fellow, you'll get the positive energy. Just think the name of that person in your mind. I'm just giving you 10 seconds. It can be your friend, it can be your teacher, it can be your senior, right? With whom you get the positive energy. You have to recall his name or her name, whatever, right? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10. Now, lock. आपने उस person, now you are recall the name of that person. Now, second activity. Now you have to recall the name of that fellow with whom you said you saw that fellow. You'll become very negative. Your mind energy get drained, and again you start thinking negative. You want to leave that. Okay. Now think about that fellow. Again, 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now time's up. Now you have to analyze the difference between these two persons. You have to analyze energies that you're getting from these fellows. The fellow, the first one who's giving you positive energy, now the second one from whom you are getting the negative energy. See, if you analyze the person who, like both the person who is working with you, right? Both of the person might have same kind of knowledge, same kind of expertise of the subject, but you're feeling positive with one person and feeling negative with the other person is totally depends on their energy, right? So the energy, which is again identify the person, right, as positive or negative, and we have to very much cautious and very much what I can say alert, deciding in our thoughts so that our energy will also become positive and we will be able to transfer our energy to other person in the positive sense, right? So again, the last part, what is the takeaway from this exercise? So again, the first outcome of this story, the first lesson is energy is silent, right? It cannot be described in word. It can only feel. You can only feel the energy of another person. You cannot you cannot explain it, right? So again, once you start speaking, you will be able to communicate. But when we are talking about energy, it it is like non-verbal, you can say, right? The second takeaway from this story is you have to keep your energy positive, keep your vibe positive, so that your environment will also get positive out of it, right? And the last thing, you have to decide that you have to become a energy giver, means positive vibes, or you want to become a energy drainer, right? So totally depends on you, totally depends on your thinking, right? Okay, so if you have any questions, you can send it to Nitinji, right away. Because if you are going to send it in the last, might be you will also get confused because we are going to cover all this session into 4 parts, right? You just send this question right away so that we will be able to answer the question in the end. Oh. Now we are like going to the second part. The part is Chanakya Niti. In this, I can sum up in 3 words. First impression matters. Part one, we have started with the positive thinking. Energy is contagious. Like you can keep your energy on the positive or negative side, but it will be with you whether it is positive or negative. The second is first impression. Again, we are going to start with the same kind of pattern. The first story, and the second part will be the association with our profession, with our life, and the third will be question answer round, and last will be takeaways. So again, I'll start it with this story. So again, I think I'm pretty sure about it that you heard this story in your school, might be in your college, and you like I'm just going to recall this story for you, right? So this is the story about the Chanakya and the Chandragupta Maurya. So initially, when I talk about Bharat, in that time, Nanda Vansh was in the rule, was ruling the India. So the king name Dhananda, like he was ruling that time the major part of the India, and he was doing what I can say all the bad deeds to his public. In his ruling, everything was not going into the good thing, good way, what I can say. And again, the problem of that time that there was no king, no alternate to the king Dhananda at that very time. So in that particular time, there was a Brahman whose name is Chanakya, who came to Patliputra from Takshila. So if you heard about Takshila, Takshila at that very time was a very great university who is giving great scholars to the society. So again, if we talk about Chanakya, so everybody knows that Chanakya was very, very intelligent person. And again, like he was a person of what I can say, the person who always thought about the country, who always thought about the justice. So again, he was like into the great pain that in that time there was no strong leader, there was no you can say a person who is in the favor of justice. So one day when Chanakya was roaming around in the village, he saw a young child. So again, that young child name is Chandragupta. So Chandragupta was the shepherd boy who was like playing with his friend. So again, Chanakya started observing that young fellow, that shepherd boy, and like what he noticed. So in that group of children, whenever there is a fight, whenever there is some kind of like issue between them, Chandragupta was the first one who is resolving that conflict out of the all the children's available there. So what what Chanakya observed that this young fellow, the Mr. Chandragupta, has the authority in his voice, in his words, and he has the leadership skills. This makes Chandragupta understand since this person is a shepherd boy, but he has the capability of convincing, capability of leadership. So again, at the first sight, Chandragupta was recognized by the Chanakya. So the initial of our story is first impression matters, right? So again, if they see again there's lots of saying about the first impression that first again there was saying Chanakya has written in the Niti Shastra, Prathamam Darshanam Priye, means your first impression must be powerful, must be impactful, because it is not going to be second. You won't get second chance for your first impression, right? Because once people, your first sight, your first impression, what I can say, when you are a person with a good looking, you are properly dressed, then people start like on your first sight start believing you that you can do something, right? That you are, if you are properly dressed up, if you are properly what I can say, speaking to the other person, talking, giving authorities, right? Then your trustworthiness and dependency, what I can say, uh, like people will get to know about it on your first impression. Right. So again, this happens in the case of Chandragupta. Chandragupta saw him like giving instruction, resolving conflict. So this was the first impression of Chandragupta over the Chanakya, right? So who made him like thinking about the Chandragupta that a shepherd boy can also become the king of that dynasty, Nanda dynasty, right? Now let's connect this thing with our profession, right? See, we are not very much specific towards a job because a chartered accountant, it's a very great profession. Like after becoming CA, you can do your own practice. You can do your own business. You can also work for some other person, right? So again, uh, a CA chartered accountancy is giving services to every corner. You can also become the IAS, IPS officer, and the subject will become easy for you, right? So again, I'm just taking the example uh, to a specific term. Like you can feel yourself as a team contributor or a team leader or a partner, right? So again, so the example, like whenever you are going to visit a client or any other person, that the other person can analyze you in 30 seconds, right? So again, there was two things that we have already discussed. The first one was your energy, and the second one is your first impression. The other person can judge you in 30 seconds that you are capable of keeping their financial secrets or not. Again, a chartered accountant role comes with a great responsibility. Like we are the one who have to keep the accountability of their funds, and we have to guide them, and we have to tell them how they are going to follow the law. So again, 30 seconds. This is the universal law. You can give an impression to any person in 30 seconds. So again, if you're confident, if you're polite, if you're attentive, and if you're attentive, then you will give a very good impression on the other person. Either he can be your boss, he can be your client, either he can be any person, right? But on the other hand, if you're distracted, if you're late, if you're casual, then you cannot recover. Then you, because your first impression you will get spoiled, right? So again, it is very difficult for any person to manage the first impression, right? So again, let's understand better this with the help of one example. Let's say you are going for the interview, right? You are a chartered, you are a article, whatever. You are going for the interview. So there was two candidates. The candidate A, who is confident, smiling, like he entered the room and uh, wished the interviewers and also asked for the permission whether like may I sit, like kind of he is kind of using these words. On the other hand, there was candidate B, like he entered without knocking the gates, right? And when he entered, he got like nervous and then lost his file. And again, this will give like the person the confidence will get lost like in that particular situation. Now you have to decide, right? Which candidate you are going to choose? The person who entered with a smile, confidence, wish, and again permission to sit, and the other person who entered without knocking, without like who also lost his paper, and again who is not having confidence in their eyes, right? And I'm sure about it that your answer is option one, candidate A, right? You're I think on like you are feeling very sorry for the candidate B But again, like we are thinking very much practical here, and this is not going to be happen with you under the leadership of Rohit Rohitiya ji, because see, these kind of activities he's doing regular on the regular basis, right? So I think he is on mission how he is going to transform the CA student or chartered accountants. So again, according to me, he is going to get very great success. And again, your participation also makes him also proud that his efforts is not going to waste, right? So again, candidate A, and again, this is the promise. You definitely going to become the candidate A, right? So candidate A will get selected because he made a impression in 30-second rules. He entered with permission. He wished the interviewers. He has smile on his face. He asked for the permission. This is, if you calculate this scenario, this will end in 30 seconds, right? So again, the 30-second rule, if you want to note it down, then this will be again, will help you uh, during your interviews, right? So I think I am able to understand, I am able to elaborate you better regarding the second part of the my presentation, right? Now, this is the time for the question, right? Now you have to visualize this question so that you will be able to answer this question in like more appropriate way. Do you remember any person like you saw him for the first time and you are able to recall that person as of now, that positivity, that positive aura out of it. Just remember a person to whom you are not able to like forget as of now.
Jatin sir,
Yes.
until we get some questions from our participants, I have a gentle question from you on behalf of all the participants.
Yes, sir, please.
Please tell all the participants that positive vibe and influensive vibes participants can inbuild in their day-to-day or regular life. So it will not be a time being process for them. This will be their nature or their habit to impress not only interviewers, to impress everybody in their life.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm just can I recall the question? The audience want to understand what is the difference between positive vibe and influencer?
No, I am
You
asking that.
edit into my presentation, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
I,
okay, that's totally good. I've become very much professional into this. I just forgot the personal life. I just focusing on the on the
yeah.
professional life only. That is my bad because if you are not a good person at home, then you cannot become the good person at office as well.
Yes, sir.
So again, it is a universal thing, and thank you, Nitin ji, adding this stuff into my into the presentation. So like kudos to Nitin ji. Thank you. Okay, now let's get back to the second question. Can you remember the name of that fellow that you met, like whenever in your life, to whom you are not able to going to trust? If you are able to answer both of this question, the first person who give you very impactful, very powerful first impression, and the other person like who gave you a very negative or very what I can say untrustworthy first impression, right? So all these things, if you're able to recognize it, if you are able to feel it, then you have to differentiate between both of these person. And you have to analyze what things makes you negative about that fellow. If you are able to recognize the fact, then you will be able to answer or you will be able to change yourself how you are going to become a good person in your life, how you are going to get good vibe from your behavior, from your aura, right? I'm able to recall that moment as of now. The most powerful person, most positive person I met is Mr. our Prime Minister Narendra Damodar Das Modi ji. So again, his face was very shiny and like he saw me, and till date I am able to recall that moment. But that was a public gathering before he was got elected as Prime Minister of India. He came to our CA Institute. He asked us to support, and he also praised us a lot. So again, I'm able to recall that negative. I'm not going to discuss because I'm a person with a positive thoughts. I do not believe in the negativity, right? So
Yeah,
okay, now let's conclude in the Nitin ji. Can you also tell me like the most energetic person that you have met
yeah.
in life?
There's my good friend, Mr. Ravi. Uh,
Okay,
I think he is the most energetic person I am meeting on and off days. Uh, Whenever he is in good days, then he is also cheering up. And rather, if he is into some bad days, even though he is more cheerful for himself and others, so that part of his life I'll like and impress most.
okay. Thank you, Nitin ji. Okay,
Yeah.
now guys, again, I think there might be some confusion like during my presentation, but I just want to clear it. I'm not talking if you're talking about the first impression, so we are not talking about only dressing sense, right? It's about your energy, it's about your body language, it's about your listening, and it's all about how you are going to respect the other fellow, right? So if you are only thinking about your dressing sense, sorry, you have to keep your energy, you have to keep your vibe, positive vibe with you. If your vibes are positive, then your body language will be positive. You will be able to listen to the other person. You will be able to convey your respect to the other person, right? Just like Chanakya recognized Chandragupta in 30 seconds, I can say, like he observed his leadership, right? Just like that, your client, your bosses, your colleague will be able to recognize your vibe, right? In 30 seconds. So you have to remember, you have to write it down 30-second rule for your best vibe. Because first 30 second, it will not get returned. Because if you interacted with somebody first time, then you won't get the second time to interact the same fellow with the other. So now, guys, if you have any question from the second part, now we are going on the part number 3, Wisdom from Gita, inner vibe creates outer presence, right? So I'm sure, like most of us, like watch the Gita on the Srimad Bhagavad Gita on TV, might be heard from the family as well. So again, we have to take wisdom uh, from the Gita as well, right? So again, I'm going to conclude it a little bit faster because we have to spare some time for the question answer as well. So again, I'm going to keep it very short and keep it very fast for you guys. So again, everyone knows about the dilemma of the Arjuna while he was fighting against his gurus, his teachers, his friends, and his relatives. Again, at that very time, he was very much confused and his energy went very go down, very negative. Like he was confused why he is fighting with his relatives and friends. He was confused about his karma. So at that time, Lord Krishna taught him the mantra of the life. Today we call it as Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. Shri Krishna told him, Arjun, you have to keep your inner balance positive. You do not think about the outcome. Your focus must be on your karma, right? Again, you also might feel there are moments where you are confused, where are you working hard, but you are not getting the result. I called it as the Arjuna moment. Right. Yeah, you are giving like interviews, you are meeting to the client, you are not getting selected, clients are not entertaining you, they're not giving to the work. Like for the student, you are going to the exam and you are nervous, like I'm not able to recall that concept, like what will be my result. See, all this Arjuna moment will be in your life. And once you get into the Arjuna moment, you'll get nervous. Your body language and your tone will get down. Right. So again, we have to learn from the Bhagavad Gita few rules. Right. The first rule, Nishkam Karma. Nishkam Karma, like we do not think about the outcome. We just think about our best, how we can contribute, how we can efficiently complete this task. That's it. And see, like if you can like conclude the Bhagavad Gita, it always says you have to work. Outcome is totally depends on me. And you'll also getting so watching lots of reel, which is these days are very famous regarding the Lord Krishna. Like lots of dopamine you are also taking in your exam breaks or the time when you are very anxious, or you can say in the negative energy. It gives you very positive energy out of it. Right. So Gita says you have to do your work, do not think about the outcome, but consistency is the key, right? If you are consistent, if you are working hard, right? I'm damn sure about it. Just recall a moment like you are working for something, but that very time the result was not in your favor, right? There are so many moments, there are so many things for which you worked hard, but you didn't get the exact outcome at that very time, right? But now, after a few time, when you forgot about that karma, you are getting the results, right? So this is kind of thing. If you are doing working hard, then you will be surprised. You will get the results for sure. So if we conclude our session today, like into the three parts, the first one is energy. Like if you are going to conclude the positive vibe, it contains three things. The number one is your energy, positive energy. First one is your first impression, and the third one is your karma, right? If you add all these things in your life, right, then then you will be able, or you will be successful to transfer your vibe to to other person in the positive manner, right? If you have any question, this is all about from my side. If you have any question, you can ask right away. Nitinji, over to you.
Thank you, Jatin sir. On behalf of the participants, I have a very generous question from you, that in how way any student or aspirant CA can manage their vibes or positivity in pressure time. Either I can call for exam timing or for the interviews or their daily regular pressure time, when what should they do at that time to be calm and positive?
Okay, thank you, Nitinji.
Yeah,
It's a very good question, and again very close to my heart. I just want to answer it with your help as well. Like
yeah,
I'm going to ask you a few questions, then you have
sure,
to answer it, sir. Right?
sure, sir.
Sir, assume like we are also like you all must be driving some vehicle, some scooter, some car, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can we refuel our vehicle, like which is specifically meant for petrol? Can we substitute it with diesel? Answer
No,
is no. Right. If you want to travel 500 kilometer, right? Can you travel with the fuel of which can give average up to 250 kilometer?
no, sir.
No, right. You are a frequent traveler. Can you take your car every time confidently without servicing it?
No, sir.
So just like this, our body is also a machine, right, sir? If it is not getting its service regularly, if it is not fueled properly, then we won't be able to perform the task or but again, our in simple one, we won't be able to perform the karma, right, sir? So again, being a student, being a person, because the thing that you have put that I have to focus on personal life. The main thing we have to start with the personal life, sir. We have to divide our day. I can say we must contribute to few things to make ourselves positive. Is number one is exercise, whether running, whether meditating, whatever, whether going to the gym. This will keep our body active. Number one. Number two. Number two is good eating habits. If you are not having food in the proper timing, you are skipping your meals, you are just having in the what I can say, your time lunch timing is 1 p.m., you are having on 3 or 5. If you're not doing this, then your body, just like your body is not getting the proper what I can say, fuel to run whole day, right? So again, this will give negative if you're not following it properly. And the third one is proper water. We usually like avoid drinking water like on the regular basis. So again, this is the main reason of headache, right? So again, if your body is cool, calm, and composed, and it is getting repaired, it is regularly working, it is exercising, it is having proper meal, I'm 100% sure about it that you will be able to deal with your examination problem, whatever problem in your life, because your body is active and your body is in. I think you must, the audience must be thinking that it is a very easy task, like proper food and all this. Just try it once. If just try it, you will feel the change. I lost 10 kg of weights just following proper meal and just I'm just doing yoga for 1 hour. That's it. And I was very cool and composed. Otherwise, in the earlier days, I was very aggressive. I was very kind of like angry person. But after doing yoga, my life has been changed. And proper water drink. That's
Thank
it. Haji, over to Nitin sir.
thank you, sir. मैम आपके पास में कोई आया है क्वेरीज?
Sure, sir, sure. I have a couple of questions.
Yeah.
So, sir, my question to you is, what is the role of empathy and active listening in creating a positive presence?
See, this is the part. This must be the part of our life, and you can say positive energy, right? Uh, See, I just want to tell you this answer in the form of example. Let me frame it in my mind, right? Like how again, see, if you're not able to even communicate properly, right? I got one question on surprise basis. If I'm not able to answer it, like I have to take a pause, I have to think about question. Then if I'm not able to answer it like with the logic, then I have to take help of the example. Like this thing we can use in our life. So if we talk about the empathy in the life, so a positive person will see everything in a positive manner. Like once your energy transform into the positive way, right? So you will be able to see everything in a good manner. Like just take example. If you saw a poor person, right? Uh, your mind or your heart will give a signal to yourself that I must help that fellow, right? So if you are reading good thing, if you are like living with good people, if you are what I can say, if you are reading good kind of things, so your this thing will come automatically in your life. So again, there is a saying, if you are living with the bad people, you will start thinking bad. Like if you're living with a good person, you will start thinking good. So again, in the childhood, we must heard the story of like the related to apple. Like if you're putting one apple into a bad apple into the with the bunch of good apples, the all apples will become bad, like in nature. So again, these kind of things we need to follow in the life. How like this will develop these kind of nature. What I can say in your behavior, in your positivity, in your vibe. Any other question, please?
Yes, sir. So there's one more questions that how a student can consciously shift their energy when entering a high pressure situation like exams or interviews.
Okay. Nice one, ma'am. I'm thinking about the time when I was student and appearing for the examination. See, I also told you one story regarding the Abhishek Sharma. Now I'm able to recall the name of that cricketer. So again, that story is this situation is like related to the same story that I told you in the beginning. But again, let's be practical. Let's think about the CA student, right? The major issue comes when you are not prepared. Your energy will get negative. See, if you are not prepared and if you are thinking with positive energy, you will be able to complete any kind of task. Again, this is wrong. If you have prepared systematically, let's take the example of examination, right? And if you think that if you're going to the your worship uh, area and you are asking your God that I just came here, I'm just devoting this thing, this will give you a positive. Sorry, this won't give you. The major thing, the main thing for the positive, what I can say for the behavior, positive energy is your preparedness, is your confidence, is your what I can say there is a written document. It might be in your mind, it might be on your like physical copy, like that you have completed something. So in examination, in interview, right? If you prepared, if you practiced, like more you practice, more you will become able. So if you done, if you prepared anything systematically as per standard protocol, then your confidence will be on the next level. And again, please try to understand, nobody like is like if you're talking about me or any, if you're talking about Rohit Rohitiya ji, who got a very good support from the chartered accountants, right? He started from the 100 points, like he got the support of every chartered accountant. Or like I'm the one who started with my first session with the great fluency and with the great command on the subject. This is not practice. Like this is I might be my 150 or you might say 250th session where I'm interacting to you guys, right? So practice and consistency will give you that confidence that can break every barrier in your life, every barrier. See, I just want to conclude it with a small example. So what happened one day? Uh, this was the incidence of a class, right? Teacher has divided the class into two groups and gave them a task, the same task to the both group. One group to the group number A, let's just keep it simple. Group number A, the teacher commanded that you have to make a perfect mug, right? And on the another hand, to the group number two, team B, he gave a task to make as many as cups as they can, right? And he has given them a time of, let's say, 5 hours. After 5 hours, when he checked, team number A, who has been assigned to make a perfect mug, was not able to produce even a single mug. On the other hand, the team has been assigned a task to make mug, whether perfect, imperfect, whatever, was able to produce so many perfect mugs. So again, if you are thinking of perfection, sorry, this will impact your performance. You have to be consistent. You have to be focused on your karma. This will give you a very positive or a result oriented, what I can say, outcome for your life. I think that I think I'm able to
Yes.
convey, I'm able to answer the question of the student, I think.
Right, sir. Right. Thank you so much. You have given so much of insight of, the powerful pack you have given, sir. So I hope the students will take the benefit of it. So I would like to take the opportunity to thank you, sir, for the insightful and powerful packed session on a vibe, creating a positive presence wherever you go. You have truly shown us that beyond just crunching numbers, that's how we communicate. Them that drives real decisions. To all our participants, thank you for your presence and enthusiastic engagement today. We hope this session will assist in a positive manner on a set topic. Let's continue to split on learning as a part of our Run at 100 webinar series and take every opportunity to grow as future ready CA professionals. Until next time, take care and keep learning. Keep joining on every Tuesday and Friday on the Run series. Thank you so much, sir. CA Jatin sir and CA Nathan sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.